this is Drew.
Hello.
And you notice that I learned this trick on Friday with Ian, right? If I tilt the camera this way, it makes us look the same height.
I'm not very tall, so.
But he does have a fantastic ginger beard.
Goes with the Space Wolves.
It does, of course. Is that why you play Space Wolves?
Possibly, yeah, a little bit.
So of course we are down at Battle Bunker, so go and check Battle Bunker out on Facebook. There's loads of games ongoing today, so hence recording through this. So apologies if there's any background noise, but I'm excited because I haven't played Space Wolves since a long time ago in 7th.
Yeah, I mean we've just got the Codex. I played 2 practice games with this list. One went horribly wrong. One went very well. So 50-50 so far. But I'm liking the Codex. I think it's quite fluffy and it's quite good.
Cool. So without further ado, let's have a look through the armies. Right guys, so in my infinite wisdom I failed to press record whilst going over my army list, so I'm doing this afterwards, so apologies. So this is 2,500 points of Necrons and I'm running 2 dynasties. First up we've got a battalion of Mephrit, which is basically the +1 to the AP if you're within half range. I've took Anakia the Traveller because I don't want him locked to the Mephrit dynasty and he can affect other Necron infantry. I've also took a Cryptek with a Chronometron for the 5 England goodness, just in case Drew had some shooting because I didn't know his list beforehand. And we've got, for the troops, we've got 2 units of 5 Teslas on the Immortals, and we have a unit of 13 Warriors, just because points. We've then got an Outrider and a Vanguard of Novok, which is reroll failed hit rolls when you charge or are charged. So the 2 HQs between them is a Cryptek with a Canoptic Cloak to try and keep up with the Wraiths and things like that. We've also got a Destroyer Lord with Phylactery and a War Scythe, but I've actually paid the command point to take a second relic, which would be the Void Reaper. The first relic is actually the Veil of Darkness on the Mephrit Cryptek, so that I can get a unit out of there when I need to. For the 3 elites, we've got the Shard of the Deceiver, and the idea was to try and push forward with the Monolith and then drop some guys out, providing I had first turn, which did rely on quite a lot. I've got a unit of 10 Flayed Ones because, you know, they never see the board, so why not? I've then got a unit of 8 Lich Guard with Hyperface Swords and Dispersion Shields. Incredibly expensive. I would have probably gone with War Scythes, but I've only got 5 War Scythes painted up, so Sword and Shield it is. For the fast attacks, we've then got a squad of 5 Canoptek Scarabs, 6 Canoptek Wraiths, and 5 Destroyers. The Mephrit battalion also has a Monolith in there as well. So here we go, this is Drew's 2,500 points of Space Wolves. And what am I saying? A debut for Space Wolves in 8th edition on the channel, and of course Drew's debut. So Drew, what is in your force?
So we've got 3 detachments. We've got a Vanguard detachment led by Logan Grimnar, Arjat Rockfist. We've got a 10-man unit of Wolfen, 4 with Thunderhammer Storm Shield, 1 with an axe, and 5 with claws. We've got Murderfang, the Wolfen Dreadnought. We got Lucas the Trickster.
Oh, he's horrible.
He's great. He's going to go with the Blood Claws. We got a unit of, I think it's 8 Terminators. So we got Thunderhammer Stormbolter on the Sergeant. We've got, I think, 4 Thunderhammer Storm Shields in there. Assault Cannon with a Power Fist, a Claw with Power Fist, and a Stormbolter with a Power Fist.
Cool.
And that's the Vanguard. We got a Battalion detachment led by Ragnar Blackmane.
Yep.
We've got a Rune Priest and Jarl Stormcaller. 2 just 5-man barebone squads of Grey Hunters with bolters and chainswords. 10-man squad of Blood Claws with both pistols and chainswords, but they're going to be led by the Terminator, Wolfguard Pack Leader with a Thunderhammer Storm Shield.
Yep.
And the final detachment is an Outrider led by a Battle Leader on a Thunderwolf with, it's actually a Thunderhammer Storm Shield, 3 Thunderwolf Cavalry, all Thunderhammer Storm Shield, and 2 Cyber Wolves.
Don't you need a third?
1, 2, infantry, the individual units.
Ah, right, fair enough. So 10 command points as well.
10 command points, used an extra one for a second relic. So we'll have the armor rust on him for the 4 of invuln and make someone fight last.
Yeah.
And then we have on him the Wolfen Stone, which is +1 attack.
And he's your warlord as well, isn't he?
Warlord, yes, and his warlord trait is another +1 attack.
And that's a bubble.
It can turn into a bubble. It's not a standard bubble at the start, but it can turn into a bubble.
Very, very nice. So, of course, we are fighting on a snowy planet. Let's see if the Necrons can take down the Space Wolves. Right, here we go, guys. Welcome back after deployment. And we are on a moon near Fenris, of course. And the Space Wolves are out on patrol. And what's this? Dun, dun, dun! A Necron Tomb World has arisen. And, of course, the Space Wolves want a piece of it. So, we're actually playing one of the funnest missions that there is to play, which is Tactical Gambit. Awesome stuff. So, objective markers. We've got number 4, so there. Number 6, number 1, and number 5. Interestingly enough, that I actually ended up over this side with 4 of them right near me. So, yes, Drew has to actually make it across the board. There's 1 here. Sorry, that's 3, and 2 back there. So we've got Grey Hunters, we've got Blood Claws. That's the one. More Grey Hunters, and lots of stuff in reserve. We've got the Wolfen. You spent a command point to outflank them. You've got the Terminators and Niall, Arjak and Logan Grimnar, all in reserve. Meanwhile, I put the Lich Guard and the Flayed Ones in reserve. And I basically castled up right in the middle, with the Warriors and the Immortals at the back. The Wraith ready to jump forward, the Scarabs ready to push forward as well. Now, I do get +1 to my roll to see who goes first, because I did finish deploying first, amazingly. It's because of all the characters you've got, Drew. However, even if you seize, I still have something that I need to do, which is the Deceiver allows me to redeploy himself and up to D3 other units. So we see who goes first. So I roll a 5, Drew gets a 4, so that means I go first. But do you want to seize, Drew?
I'll try. Get it?
Is it?
It's a 6.
Ah, damn. Do I want to redeploy? Because these guys are fast. I am going to redeploy. I can redeploy up to the Deceiver and 3 other units. So I'll do that, and then we'll do Drew's movement and cards straight away. Okay, so I've redeployed the Deceiver up here along with Anakia, so hopefully he doesn't get charged. Well, Murderfang certainly can't get up there, which is good. And the Monolith I put just in front. It's still risky. It's very risky. But I'm hoping Murderfang is, you know, he's an inch back. It's still a long charge, and it does get re-rolled, but yeah, it's very, very risky. But it means at least I can pop my unit out, even if you kill it, because I do have a stratagem to do that, which is very, very handy. So, with Drew going first, it's Tactical Gambit. So he gets 4 cards. How many are you going to guess that you can win?
I've always said I'll never go less than 2, so I'm going to go for 2 on the first turn.
Cool, let's see what you get then. Supremacy, control any 3 objective markers. Defend 5.
I can't do that. It's got to be on your turn, so I can't do that. Kingslayer.
Secure 1. Where's 1? There is 1. You could do it.
It's possible.
It is possible. It is possible. Right, let's come back after Drew's movement. Right, so Drew's movement, he's been very precarious, and he's only shuffled these guys up here, including Murderfang. The one wolf that was over here has ran across here, and he's actually withdrew the Thunderwolves, waiting to see what goody surprises come hurtling towards them. But this wolf down here has gone this way to hopefully try and grab objective 6 maybe next turn. But he has dropped Njal Stormcaller straight in, and he's going to be doing some smitey goodness against the Deceiver. Of course, I did forget that he's got Psychers. And the Wolf Priest? Rune Priest is actually closest to Anakia, and none of them have a Shrug. So who's going first?
Start with Niall.
Yep.
He gets a natural +1.
Right, so smite on a 4+ then. Yep.
That's a 9, that's a 10, so that's actually an 11. So it's D6. So he gets +1.
Oh, crap. Yep, D6.
6.
Oh, what? That's not fair. What are you doing to us?
He gets 2 powers, so his second one will be Living Lightning.
Yep.
Which is essentially Smite, but on a 6.
Right.
But if it kills something, it chains to something else within 6 inches.
Ah.
Or 3 inches, I think it is. But
Okay.
chain and then you get it's D3 damage.
So you need a 5 with his +1.
That's a 8, which is a 9. So
Yep.
it goes up for D3. That's 2.
Which does kill him.
Which does kill him. And then D3 mortal wounds.
Yep.
And if it takes the last wound, if the unit is destroyed, the closest enemy within 18 inches of the last model unit receives another. They get D3 as well. So
Oh, what? So Anarchy gets D3 as well?
He gets 3.
What? So he's down to 2. Oh, but he might also explode. No, he doesn't. So Anarchy is down to 2. And then you're going to smite with him.
He's got a smite as well, which is.
Can he see him though?
Can you see inside?
So yeah, he can't see Anakia, and I've got nothing to stop the Catan. That was 230 points of... Wow. You rolled the exact number of wounds, so Stormcaller next anyway to basically buff these guys' encounters being in cover.
He's done his 2 powers, so he gets 2, but he can only use 1 because he can't use Smite. And he can't use Living Lightning because they both have to be visible. So
Yeah.
Stormcaller now on an 8. That is an 8.
Unbelievable.
So every unit within 6 inches of him counts as being in cover.
Very nice. And then, of course, you do have a couple of bolter shots and stuff to come flying in as well.
2 more wounds that could have killed him off.
Right, so 2 bolt gun shots did nothing to the monolith, and that is turn. Drew, do you score anything? Do you wish to discard a card? I'm going to hazard a guess at either Kingslayer or Defend 5.
Yeah, I think at this stage it's probably better to discard Defend 5.
Cool.
But you get 2 points.
I get 2 points. I win. But you also scored First Blood.
Yes, so I get 1 for First Blood.
Right, so... 4 cards for me. I predict 2. So I get, when I pick them up, advance, get out my deployment zone. Overwhelming firepower, shoot something. Area denial, no enemy units within 6 inches of the board center, which I can get, I believe. I think he's just 6 inches out. And reclaim and recapture. Roll a dice. If the result is an odd number, score D3 victory points if you control all 3 odd numbers. So even, I have to control all the even ones, which is 2's there,
6 is there,
and then 4's back there. So there's only... I can technically get that.
with something that's objective security.
Yeah, true. Okay, so my movement phase, I actually rolled a 6 for the advance on these guys, and of course I am going to be using the stratagem adaptive subroutines, which allows me to charge after advancing with these guys. I have expelled the Lich Guard. It's still going to be an 8-inch charge round to Murder Fang, but you never know, we might be able to do it. See what we can get. The Skyros have gone that way after that Lone Wolf, and a couple of the Immortals, and these guys have come back this way. Anakia, meanwhile, is of course going to drop down here. He'll advance just to get down there. Oh, actually, I'm not going to. Or do I want to? Because then you're just going to smite us again, aren't you? Because I want to use Times Arrow on Heavy Flame, yeah? Not Times Arrow, the Tachyon Arrow and stuff. It's tasty. Yeah, he's going to 6 inches plus. What does he roll? 2 gets him perfectly to there on that objective. Destroyer Lord has moved up. These guys have moved up as well. Yeah, so a couple of shots coming in. A few of the warriors here can reach the Grey Hunters, and a couple of the Immortals. But the big guy can just see Murder Fang. So we're going to have a go at him. And then, of course, we've got the Destroyers. And I'm going to use my Will Be Done on these guys, which gives them +1 to the charge, +1 strength, I think, or to hit. Yeah, the stratagem is +1 strength, which will actually get me up to strength 7, which is what I'm going to need if I'm going to take on Murderfang. Okay, so shooting, these guys took out the wolf over here. 4 of them could see through, which meant that the closest unit to the monolith was him. So I did 1 wound. The particle whip absolutely whiffed. Meanwhile, the warriors back here and the destroyers using destroyer protocols, which actually drops me down to 8 command points. Didn't even take them out, because even with your +1 to your save because of being in cover, it did keep a couple more alive. But I am now going to be using not repair, adaptive subroutines. Yep, these guys are going to use adaptive subroutines, and I'm actually going to declare a charge against Lucas, the Bloodclaws, and the Grey Hunters. Not the Thunderwolves. So you get to Overwatch. I will, of course, I'll roll my charge now just for the sake of camera. A 5. It might get me into quite a few of them. Right, so we are slightly moving ahead here. I made the charge and we were starting the heroic intervention because Space Wolf's 6 inches. These guys, though, because my will be done, I get +1. I was 9 inches away. So I was at -2, which means I need 11. I need a 10 because of the terrain. I'm not re-rolling. So that'll be it. So now you can heroic intervention him and drag him back to there. Now, it's going to hurt with these. I'm going to take a lot of damage, but I'm holding you further back for a turn.
No, 100%.
And if I can get rid of your troops...
But I've got to do it as well. In the same
you have to.
I have to try and do it.
Oh, right, fair enough.
So, like, even though it's going to hold them back, it's still the right call to try and get rid of these, because that frees these guys up and move away.
It does. It does. So there's going to be a lot of splitting attacks here because they charge Lucas, the Grey Hunters, and the Bloodclaws. Okay, so 3 guys here attacking the Bloodclaws, and we managed to actually only kill 3 of them. Drew past 3 out of 6 saves, which kept the Terminator alive. I needed to kill him because that Thunderhammer is going to just swing straight through them. I killed Lucas. 2 guys attacking Lucas, and we killed him. And then this one guy that's toppled over killed a single Grey Hunter. But Lucas does something now because he's... You think you have the last laugh, but you do not, because the Harlequins do.
So, it's a roll-off between me and you.
Right.
We re-roll all draws.
Right.
If I win, you immediately get D6 more wounds.
D6?
Yep. D6 more wounds.
Good God, D6 mortal wounds on me.
And that is his stasis grenade heart exploding when he dies.
Right.
4.
Okay, so kills that one and drops that one to 1 wound.
You did your job, Lucas. Well done.
So, that was the only charge that I've got, so I'm going to let Drew do all of that and we'll just come back with what's left there. So that's what I've got left. Murderfang killed 2 outright. Blackmane only did 1 wound to this guy, which was 2 damage. The Rune Priest actually killed 1, which was really cool. And because Drew went with the Grey Hunters first, he killed the one with the 1 wound first, then went for his multiple damage weapons. Interesting enough, I automatically passed morale because I lost 4 models. If I roll a 6, I'm 10. I'm leadership 10. So I score overwhelming firepower for killing the little wolf guy down there, and I score area denial for 1 point.
I will be playing a stratagem, so he doesn't have to take a morale test.
Okay.
It's called Lone Wolf. And basically, if there's 1 guy left in the squad, he then becomes a character, gets +2 wounds, and has the character with a key win, and he rerolls all failed hits and all failed wounds.
That's really good.
So 1 command point.
That's he's now a character.
Lone Wolf.
And that's possibly one of the only times that you're going to get to see that done.
That's the whole reason that Terminator is in that squad.
Yeah. If he survives, which is great. I could technically use the Novok stratagem at this point to fight again, but for 3 command points to go after 1 Terminator, I don't think it's worth it because I can only target the Terminator. But then again, it's 3 command points though.
Could come in very handy there when there's all this stuff to come on the board.
one model though. It's one model. The thing is, I'm going to lose them next turn. Because you're not going to be able... You're going to get through all that. And I can't keep them alive long enough to get reanimation protocols on them. Which is a big issue. But we shall see. I score 2 points, plus I gambited 2, which means I score 4. Which puts me on 6 to Drew's 1.
I might have to declare one, you know, because I literally can't get those 3. I'm never going to get in there to secure that. The Kingslayer, it's going to be very difficult.
Destroyer Lord down here, yep.
So, and then Supremacy, I need to get a 3rd objective now. If the Wolf was still alive there, and if you hadn't done that, then yeah, fair enough. But
you could get your Wolfen in there and make the charge.
Put the Wolf into some Scarabs, come on.
Get you the objective. Are you going for 1?
I'm going to have to go for 1. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to go for 1 on this one.
Mission critical is it's 44. Roll a dice and secure that objective number.
3.
Number 3. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, and he's got it with OBSEC as well. So, good call. Good call. You've definitely won the gambit.
Yeah.
Let's see what Drew can do, though, and see if he can squish these Necrons infesting his moon. Right, so moving phase, Drew has dropped the Wolf in here, and he's going after the Warriors and possibly the Destroyers. Get into me backlines, force me to deal with some stuff. These guys have deep strike here, hopefully make the charge against the Destroyers, but there's 3 characters in there.
2 characters in 1 squad of 8.
Ouch. And Jarl has been left over here, but Drew hopes that Smite might be able to do enough to get rid of these guys. Right, so Smite.
Yep,
ouch. D3 mortal wounds.
Just 1.
That's fine, that kills that guy.
And then he also has Living Lightning, which is essentially Smite again.
Yep. Bonus 6.
To 6?
Yep. D3.
4 to 6. Possibly use a command point here. I'll be 2.
Are you doing it?
I'm going to use a command point. Take
Yeah.
that 6. Try and get that 3. 3.
Bang. Fair enough, good shout. So between Ragnar, no that's not Ragnar is it? Down here. Logan Grimnar, Argent Rockfist and a full squad of Terminators. Drew killed 1 Destroyer! And the birdie killed a Lich Guard. Combined with Smite to do 1 wound as well. So not that much, but you've got some interesting charges to do.
Yeah, we've got the 2 rates running up with Smitiness. Yeah.
So who is going to be charging first?
I think...
Oh, you also got the -1 to hit power up on that?
Yes, this is -1 hits on my next cycle phase.
Yeah. Gonna need a 10 to make it, yeah.
So what I'll do is I'm going to go with...
I've got a lot of shots and I'm re-rolling ones to hit and re-rolling... No, they're not Tesla.
So you're not going to get extra shots for what you
No. But I'm getting re-roll ones to hit and wound because of their rule and the Destroyer Lord being there.
One I'm going to try with the Terminators first.
Okay. That's a lot of 1s. So 2 6s, 3s, re-roll the 1. 1 wound at -2.
Storm Shield.
Yep. Passed it. Yep. So 10-inch charge.
No.
Fail. Who's next?
I'm going to try and get Arjag in there.
So I'll get Overwatch again. No 6s. I should be getting 2 out of all of this each time.
Try him.
He fails.
7. No, I'll go with Logan. Try Logan in.
There we go.
4, 5.
Three at -2. So 4-pin run.
There's 4-pin one. Third one.
D3. For 2. And then his charge distance.
He's in.
Oh, he makes it. Is he? It's this guy at the front with a giant axe, isn't it?
He's got 7 wounds.
He's got how many wounds?
He's a chapter master.
Dante's got 5.
He's better than him.
No, Dante should be the best chapter master there is. He is master of the Imperium Nihilus, and even Azrael sticks the middle finger up to him because he's better in game. Anyway, these guys.
It'll be interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'll be charging this one.
Yep.
But I'm going to declare the destroyers as well because they're obviously locked down.
Yep.
So it'll be this squad.
Okay, well, roll your charge distance first.
So I get a reroll with these. So that's an 8 or 9.
Which is not enough.
Do I do a full reroll or just spend the command point and try and get a 4 50-50 to go for a command point?
Okay.
So I'm going to spend a command point because it's 50% chance rather than 33% chance. Yep.
Damn.
It's 10 inches, 11 inches.
Yeah, and I'm going to get to do some Overwatch. So there we go. I heroically intervened with my Cryptek to stop Drew from piling as many guys into the destroyers and hope that they managed to stay alive. But with a Thunderhammer and an axe, and of course Grimnar swinging, it's not likely. You know, I might get very lucky, but I'm probably going to lose all them warriors. So Drew, do you want to go with that one Thunderhammer first?
Do the Thunderhammer first. It gets 3 attacks
against the destroyers.
Destroyers, so you will actually hit on 3s because there's +1 for charging.
-1 for Thunderhammer.
-1, yeah, but you
Yeah.
get +1, so it's still 3s, but he rerolls everything for Grimnar, so he rerolls 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
3-ish.
And then 2s, I presume you're strength 5.
So it's strength 5 times 2.
Yeah.
So strength 10.
So 2s. -3. 6 up. Nope, so you kill 2 destroyers outright because it's flat 3 damage.
Yep.
And of course I will take that one. And the one just in front of him. You still get to swing with the axe though.
So the axe gets 3 attacks as well, but he makes an additional attack when he charges.
What?
So he gets 4 attacks. Again, he'll be hitting on 2s.
Yeah, because of +1, re-rolling because of Grimnar.
So it.
Yeah.
This is strength 8.
So 3s.
3s.
Wow.
-3.
Fail them all. What's the damage?
D3 apiece.
Okay, so you have to do these one at a time. Kills the next one outright. Well, it's 3 wounds anyway, so you kill the whole squad. Ouch. Well, there goes my entire plan.
So I'll finish these attacks up.
Yeah, and we'll see if I actually have any warriors left. Drew, what happened down here?
Nothing happened.
Wow.
They did
Wow.
what they do best. Kill stuff.
That was insane.
And the chapter master didn't even get to attack.
No, but he's dying now.
Well,
No, he's dying. No, he's dying. There's no well about it. He is dying.
it'll be a glorious death.
Huh?
It'll be a glorious death.
No, it won't. Oh, you're going to make him fight. Can he fight for 2 command points if you kill him, like?
Yeah, well, only in combat. Only if he's in combat.
Yeah, he's going down by combat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, do you score anything? Yes, you score number 3 for 1 point, and you gambited 1. Oh yes, you actually now score supremacy.
Supremacy, yeah. It's not obsec, but there's more of them than him.
There is. So yeah, you actually score 2 points plus 1. Well, you score 2 for the gambit and your 1 card that you won, plus D3 for supremacy.
Where was number 1 again? Number 1's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, D3. 3.
Ah. Right, so 1 point for that, 1 for the gambit, and then he's just rolled a D3 for supremacy because he controlled that one. That was a brutal second turn, and you know, losing the destroyers, the wraith, and me deceiver as quickly as what I did has really hurt me. But I need to try and come back with something drastic. So the only thing I've really got to do at the start of my turn is 1 reanimation protocol roll there before I get when I get my cards, and I get that lich card back. Screw you! I'm going to guess for 2. So I draw Supremacy, Blood and Guts, and can't get Master of the War.
Why do you even have that power?
Because there is 2 units that can deny if you build them the right way. Psychological warfare cause you to fail a morale. What bravery are them? Okay. This is still going to be hard. Right, so my turn. The Destroyer Lord is going after the big guy. He's hopefully going to take this one out. And of course use the Tachyon Arrow and taking over the power of the machine with Murder Fang. These guys have retreated as best as they can. I'm going to try and put as many shots in these as I can. I can't get my will be done on these because Anarchy is too far away, but there is the Mephrit stratagem which I can use, which means 6 means I get to roll an additional hit. That additional hit, if I then rolled a 6-4, would then get me an extra 2 hits, which is not bad. The Scarabs, I'm leaving them where they are because, you know, they're on their objective. They're not doing any harm at the moment. I might shuffle them around a little bit around here, but the Lich Guard have my will be done on them, and they will be going for Njal Stormcaller. I'm leaving the flayed ones because basically I don't want to charge these yet, and Drew will probably interrupt if I do. So I need to try and kill a few other things first before other stuff happens. So that is the plan. I've got very, very little shooting. Lots and lots of Tesla into them though. Shooting, I managed to get reasonably lucky and I've took out 5 of these guys. The Monolith, however, got 6 wounds with a particle whip, despite the -1 to hit, and Drew passed every single save on his inruns. I even managed to put 2 wounds on Njal Stormcaller by using the Machine Spirit Resurgence thing, which is totally the wrong name because that's Admech and Knights. Basically, I got a hijack Murderfang going to torch the birdie. So yeah, and I was going to use the Tachyon Arrow at Murderfang, but then realised that this guy's there, and that's really annoying. And I've got no more shooting because I timed that when I was using the Staff of Light. Basically, Drew was taking wounds on the Storm Shield, then a claw. So when the claw was wounded, I was then firing the Staff of Light at that to make sure that I try and killed it. Yep. Anyway, charges. Destroyer Lord is going after him.
4 shots on Storm Lord.
Yeah.
So 6 is rerolling everything. 2.
Toughness 6, so 5s, yeah.
No.
Oh, you didn't wound. Charge distance. Oh look, I'm in, even with that. He's now going to charge him.
No.
11, so I'm going to go there. These are going to charge Njal.
Right, well I'll overwatch with this little bird. So, assault D6. For 2. Hitting with 1 6s. Nothing.
Oh yeah, that makes him in. Easy. But I'm going to have to be very, very careful because he can heroically intervene. Minus good because it's the Void Reaper. So anyway, Murderfang's made a heroic intervention. There's no way I could stop it. So basically it's a case of do I go with the Lich Guard or this guy first, and he's just told me about the axe and I absolutely have to go with me Destroyer Lord. So I'm going to use Entropic Strike, which actually drops me down to 6 command points now. I'm not burning these very fast. But I do have the Void Reaper and I've got 4 attacks. And I believe it was minus good because it's essentially a War Scythe, which is -4.
4 invulnerable.
But I'm using Entropic Strike, which means you can't take invulnerable saves. Very good indeed. Oh, and I've just remembered he's my Warlord, and any 6s I roll to hit count as an extra hit as well. Basically, I get to make an additional 2-hit roll. But when I find it in the Codex, because the layout of the Codex is terrible, the Void Reaper is -4, 3 damage. So you'll be on a 6-up save. So I hit with them all, but I don't get any 6s, which is what Drew wants. I'm then wounding on 2s because of the Void Reaper. I will spend a command point to reroll that one. There we go. So that's going to be 12 wounds if it goes through.
6s. Make 2.
No! That's still 6 wounds though.
6 wounds. He's got 7.
Yeah, but he's on 5.
He's on 5, so he's dead.
Yep. Told you he was going to die.
Yes. I'm not going to spend my command points to make it again.
Yeah. So he will that way. So now you're going to fight with Murderfang.
Yes.
Of course you are. Of course you are. Makes absolute sense to do it.
Takes me down to 3.
Yep.
So
how many attacks does he get?
he gets 5.
Yep.
He didn't charge, so he didn't get the additional attacks. So he gets 5. He hits on 2s.
Yep.
And let's see what it can do. 5 hits.
Yep.
And his strength is 12.
I'm toughness 5. You're winning me on 2s.
2s, but he gets reroll because of claws. Reroll because of claws. No.
So 4.
AP minus 3, 3 damage apiece.
4 bin run.
4 dead.
And I've used me reroll. Damn, that was unlucky. So I'll take them 4 there. When I can pick them up. So this isn't now not the best situation because I did expect to only lose 2 or 3 there, not 4. So these will attack back. They've got my will be done, so they're actually hitting on 2s. Wow. This is of course against Njal. I'm winning you on 3s. 2 wounds at minus 3. So 5 up Terminator save.
No, you get to 4 bin.
Why? He's just a librarian.
Runic Terminator armor. 4 bin. Kills them both.
2 wounds. Just 1 damage each. Leaves them on 2.
2 wounds.
That's not what I wanted.
And that's combat.
No, it's not. I've still got Anarchy to fight.
Oh, in the
Yeah. Just because he's nice. Anarchy, however, only has 3 attacks. He does hit on 2s though.
If he doesn't kill this wolf, I think you should forfeit. Wow.
You get to attack back and possibly kill Anarchy now.
No, he can't do that.
I've only got 2 wounds.
This is true.
No, I don't. Because you did that on the first turn. Doesn't he get a... Yes, he gets a win back every turn, so this is turn... So I would have... Getting at 1...
The next turn.
Yeah, beyond 4 wounds. Forgot about that. Still, like, that's not...
It's not ideal.
I've got blood and guts.
Yes,
But I was going for 3.
you're going for 3 cards.
I was going for to kill 3 units.
Oh, for the D3.
But stupid Murderfang over here.
Awesome.
No. Right, so your Cyberwolf, how many attacks?
3.
Please tell me the 1 damage each. So you can't kill me, that's fine.
So they're hitting on 3s. You charge me, so they'll be hitting on 2s. 3 hits.
I'm toughness 5.
Toughness 5. It's only strength 4, so 5s.
Yeah.
1 wound, AP minus 1.
Take a wound. So drops Anarchy back down to 3. So I score Supremacy for D3. I score Blood and Guts. So D3 for Supremacy. For 2, that gets me 3 points.
Sorry, Neil needs to attack as well.
He does. My bad. But even then, that's 5 points in total that I've just scored there. And Drew does have to take morale. I'll probably need to take 1 depending on what he does here.
Neil gets
3
3 attacks.
attacks. Because he was charged. So 2 hits. Strength 6.
Strength, yeah, strength 4 plus 2, so 6.
So 3's to wound.
2 wounds, AP minus 1.
So 4 save. Pass them both. So, I don't owe you morale because I auto pass. Your leadership 7.
7.
And you lost 5. How many command points have you got?
3.
You could spend 2 to auto pass.
I would have to roll 2 or less, wouldn't it? To not...
You'd have to roll, but you have got a free reroll because Space Marines.
2 goes to those 2.
But every one of them that you lose is going to hurt you.
Yeah, I think I will spend the 2 command points.
Okay. At least I know you can't interrupt and you've only got the 1 command point. I'm going to discard Psychological Warfare because trying to make you feel anything else is going to be very, very difficult. So I score 5 points then, and I'm going to discard Psychological Warfare. Yep. How many are you guessing, Drew?
I'm going to guess 2. I think Pinsay is pretty achievable.
Yeah.
Because we've got Wolfen, Thunderwolves, a lot of Terminators. So I'm pretty confident I can kill that one Destroyer Lord.
Okay.
But not knowing, hopefully these will probably end up being objectives knowing my luck, so it's not going to be great. So I'm going to say 2. So we need...
Advance, get out your deployment zone. Well, you have to move them incredibly quick to get out.
Yeah, so it's not going to happen. Secure number 4.
Which is this one.
Doable. Area denial.
No units.
Kill that crypto.
Well, and Anakia, well, yeah, actually, because the center is there, so kill that Cryptek.
Okay, that's made my decision what easy what to do with the wolf and me.
So I think Drew's coming after me, me Destroyer Lord, and they're going there. And I very sillily didn't leave the ones next to Murderfang, so basically Drew wasn't in combat, which means he's now moved around and going to charge the Monolith. So, tactical error, which is now going to cost me. All I've got to do is stay alive, though. Hopefully. So, lots of Stormbolt fire going in, and that's pretty much it, isn't it? Oh, I forgot about this one. Don't do it.
So Niall will smite the Lich Guard because they're closest.
Yep. Well, I will deny you on a 7+ on 1 dice.
In fact, sorry. I'll leave him because he gets the +1, he doesn't. So he'll start with his smite.
Yep.
Who would you say is close out of them 2?
Well, it'll be the base, it'll be the Destroyer Lord.
Destroyer Lord, so smite the Destroyer Lord. 5. That is a 4, which doesn't work.
Nope.
And then he'll go for Living Lightning.
Yep.
But I can declare that one doesn't have to be closest, so it'll go into the other character.
Anakia, in case you kill him, which will then hurt the Destroyer Lord.
Which off with an 8.
Yep, D3.
D3. 3.
Kills Anakia.
And then, so that'll chain over.
Yep, so next with D3 on him.
2.
Wow. What you doing, man?
That's a good
Drew. I didn't even get to use the Tachyon arrow yet.
So.
Hello, wait there. How's on it? 6. How many wounds did you do to him first?
3.
He's actually got 6 wounds, so he would actually be 1 higher. Overlords have 5, Anakia has 6. You know when you did up here, you did 3 wounds, didn't you? And I dropped him to 2. And then he got 2 back, so he would have actually been on 3, 5, so he's actually still on 1. My apologies.
So that won't chain over then?
No. So Anakia is on 1 wound. So if you've commented right at the beginning saying that Anakia has 6 wounds, there it is. I assumed he had 5 because normal overlords have 5. I think. I'm going to eat my words now, Drew, aren't I? Yes, overlords have 5 wounds. That's why I thought it was 5.
Oh, you learned something new. So,
okay.
Next thing will be Niall.
Yeah.
He will do a smite and Lich Guard.
I'll smite you down.
And he gets it with an 8.
Yeah.
Well, a 9 technically. So 2 wounds.
There you go.
And then he's going to go for Tempest Wrath again on the Monolith. So we're looking for a 6 or a 5 because it was +1. Do I do it?
You got 1 CP left.
I could need that though to keep something alive.
Yep.
I'm going to do it.
You're going to do it. He's going to do it.
Try and get the
Needs a 4.
So it's 5 +1 for his +1.
Comes a 6.
So this is
It's -1 to hit. Ouch.
That's safe, is.
It is. So of course down here, yeah, this isn't looking good. The wolves have made it in against the Cryptek, and Murderfang, meanwhile, I've just gotten 2 wounds through with the Particle Whip and just rolled a 6 damage. He's on 1 wound remaining. Needs an 8-inch re-rollable charge.
No command points.
No command points. No, that's an 8. How many damage is his claws?
3 apiece.
And you've only got 5 attacks.
No, because he charged, he has 7 attacks.
Oh, you only have to fail with 1.
Hitting on 2s, then rerolling everything.
-3?
-3.
I only need a single 6 to survive, basically. Yeah. Who, Ragnar charged in here as well. So who's going first, Drew?
So you've got command points below.
I do.
Whether I'm more worried about you actually just in the season and hoping to get 1 through on Murderfang. I know this. If this doesn't die, there's something that's gone wrong.
Yeah.
Because they all get +1 attack.
Yeah.
Reroll monster wound. And then each nasty gets +2 wounds. They all get +2 attacks.
So each Terminator's got 4 attacks.
Sergeant will have 5 of them.
Crap.
Hitting on 2s.
That's not good.
The wounding on 2s probably every roll 1s. So yeah, there's a lot of damage in there, so I'm not as worried about whether you kill somebody over here.
Okay.
And I think the sensible thing to do is to go with Murderfang in case you just try and use your monolith to take a wound off him.
Okay.
So I think that's what I'll do.
Fair enough.
5 attack space +2 because he charged.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s.
No rerolls to hit though.
No rerolls to hit.
I'm alive! You can't kill us.
And then
3's rerolling.
3's rerolling.
So reroll the 1.
2.
Oh yeah. I can't read your dice. 4.
4 -3.
And I pass 1, you do 9 wounds. Puts him down to 11 wounds remaining on the monolith. I'll take that. I will definitely take it. But what toughness is this guy? In fact, you know what? It makes no difference. I'm spending 3 command points, Drew. 3 command points. I am interrupting. Oh, wait there. I might not want to spend 3. I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking interrupt and then use entropic strike so that you can't take any invuns. But I'm going to die regardless, which means I will want to use enhanced reanimation protocols, which is how many command points is it? Resurrection protocols is only 1, and then I can get back up. But I need a reroll in case I fail that. Maybe it's not worth going for him. 3 command points is a lot to do it to try and take your warlord out, but if I get back up, I can go for your warlord anyway.
Yeah.
Three Lich Guards not enough to take out Jarl. I'm actually going to save my command points and just let you attack with everything. So do you want to do the Thunderhammers here?
Yes.
Or has he got? He's got a Thunderhammer, hasn't he? You might as well do him against him.
Okay, so he'll get 5 attacks, 3 base.
Yeah.
+1 for the Wolf and Stone.
Yeah.
And +1 for being his Warlord trait.
Yeah. So how many attacks base altogether? Oh,
5 altogether.
right. So you'll be hitting on 2s, -1, +1. No reroll wants to hit though.
No real ones hit because there's no captain in there.
Yeah.
5
All hit. Your strength 8, I'm toughness 6, so you're winning me on 3s, rerolling 1s because of Arjack.
and cover himself.
Alright.
4.
Yeah.
-3.
4 plus. 1 goes through, you do 3 damage to us.
3 damage.
3 damage leaves him on 3. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
And then we're going to do
problem you've got is Anarchy is still there as well.
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking these 2 Thunderhammers and that power fist can take him on.
Okay, and then you'll have these 4 Terminators.
And he's within an inch of him, so he can still attack.
Yeah.
So I'll have these 5 Terminators into him.
Right. So what's these 5 got? 1, 2, 3 Thunderhammers?
Thunderhammers, power fist, and claw.
Well, tell you what, do the 3 Thunderhammers first in case you kill him. So each one's got 2 base, +1 for Arjak,
+1 for Arjak.
and +1 for your Warlord. And then your leader's got an extra attack anyway, so that is 13 Thunderhammer attacks. Unbelievable.
Hitting on 3s, no minus because the +1 negates it.
Yeah. I'm still dead. It's still actually, there's a few 2s there. Wounding me on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of your leader.
Oh no, 23.
I'm dead. Which means the rest of the attacks against him are wasted, but you've still got.
And the other hammer, the power fist are gone. So I'll have these 3 against.
Yep. So do you want to do the 2 Thunderhammers? So 8 attacks.
3s.
Anarchy is toughness 5, so you're still winning me on 3s.
3s, reroll 1s. 5.
And he has a 4. So yeah, Anarchy is dead as well. So they're both dead. So I tell you what, should I just remove him for you?
I think he is dead, to be fair.
Is the 2 Thunderhammers there?
2 Thunderhammers and the.
Do your attacks. Do your attacks with your Thunderhammers.
3 and 3.
He's only got 4 wounds, so as long as you get 2 through, I'm gone.
So 3s.
2s. Oh look, I'm dead.
Oh, save, isn't he? Minus, is he not going in more?
He's got 4 save.
Ah, well, yeah.
And then, do you want to do Ragnar?
Ragnar, so he gets.
5 plus D3?
No, that's only if you roll it in these.
Ah, right.
So 5 on 2s, reroll 1s.
But you're strength 5 with him, so you're winning me on 4s.
2.
-1?
Minus 4.
Well, 1 goes through, 1 doesn't. What's the damage?
2
2
damage.
damage. So you actually kill 1, and then you've got Njal.
3 attacks from Jarl.
So with the staff, I think he's hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2, strength 6.
Strength 6, so plus 2.
So strength 6 and 3s.
Yeah.
2 wounds.
4 plus, invulnerable. So that's fine. So I now get to swing back with 2 Lich Guard and 1 Monolith. So the Lich Guard do have 2 attacks apiece, but the Monolith, I want to see what the Monolith does. This is going to be so funny. I actually have 3 attacks. Yeah. But
You'll take that 1 wound. You'll take that 1 wound.
Nope. And I've got 4 attacks with the Lich Guard. My will be done is still on them, so I'm hitting on 2s. This is against Njal.
Yep.
I'm strength. That's only 2 wounds at -2, I think it was, for the swords.
Either will be a 4 save.
It will be. Go for it.
Kills them both.
1 damage apiece, kills him. I'll take that. It's a moral victory.
It is.
It's a moral victory. So I do have something that I wish to tell you about, though. It's called Resurrection Protocols. Use this strategy when a Necron character from your army, excluding Trays in the Infinite or the Catan Shards, are slain. At the end of the phase, which is the end of the combat phase, roll a dice on a 4+, you set the character up again, as close as possible to his previous position and more than an inch from enemy models. With 1 wound remaining, this stratagem cannot be used to resurrect the same model more than once per battle. I'm using it on the Destroyer Lord. I fail it, I will command point reroll that. And pass it. So I've just spent 2 command points, but you don't get Slay the Warlord. So because Drew opted to go for area denial, he scores area denial for 1 point because I've still got units within 12. But because I got this guy back up, he does not get Kingslayer. So Drew only scores 1 point, and I score his 2 for the gambit. And which card are you discarding, Drew?
I'm going to discard
Advance, get out your deployment zone. Coolio. So it moves over to, in fact, I would auto pass morale on them, and I would auto pass morale on them. So it's back to my turn. Necrons turn 3. I've got Reclaim and Recapture still, which I'm not going to be able to get. So I'm going to end up ditching it. But I'm going to gamble for 1, Drew. Domination. Big Game Hunter. You didn't have anything with 10 more wounds, did you? Dust and Ashes. When this tactical objective is generated, nominate 1 Necron character from your army, score 1 victory point at the end of the game if he's still alive. That one. Even though you're probably still going to catch me anyway. And then the next card, Behind Enemy Lines. Huh. That's a problem. Maybe not. I think I might be able to get it actually. Right, so after some long deliberation, I was like, do I stick the flayed ones out here to try and take down the Wolfen, or do I just try and shoot them? But then I remembered, I've got the Veil of Darkness! And that character has to stay alive till the end of the game to get me a victory point. So why not stick him over there against 5 Marines, and then Drew has to divert a lot to get back there. And it's, you know, a line breaker. This is turn 3 for me. So it does only leave 3 Tesla Immortals down here, and of course, this guy. Because he's at -1, he's actually only going to be hitting on 5s, which is not great, but that's what it is. So, shooting. Oh, I've got my Scarabs to move. They're going to come down this way, and like, yeah, in between there, to try and charge potentially both of them, depending on, you know, what happens. See what we can do. So shooting, let's do some shooting. I have 6 Tesla shots from these guys into them. 1 6 3s. That is 5 saves against your Wolfen, Drew. No AP. And you are technically in cover, so you get an extra 1 to your save. So
no AP.
No AP. 5 saves.
So the claws will have 3 of save then.
Yep.
So I'm going to do 2 on this claw on the front first.
Yep. Passed.
And another 2 on the same claw.
Passed.
And another, yeah, with the last one. No,
Failed. 5 up.
No.
Fails it. The Monolith, meanwhile. See, I'm very, very tempted to put everything into the Wolfen, but I just kind of want to get rid of Murderfang. But I think the 6 shots doing D3 damage is a bit wasted on him.
-2 to hit.
Yeah. I'll put the 12 strength 5 shots against him, and I'll put the 6 strength 8 shots against the Wolfen, because then win you on 2s. So, wow, I actually got a fair few hits there. I need 5s. 3 wounds on Murderfang at -1.
3?
Yep. Law of averages, so you should die.
Well, yeah, he definitely should die. 4 of save. He does.
Yep. Does he blow up? And then I've got the 6 strength 8 shots into the Wolfen. From the particle whip. I get 2 hits. 2s. There you go. It's -2.
So the first one has to go onto the claw guy, he's wounded.
Yep.
So that'll be a save, well...
5 up.
5 up because of the cover.
Yeah.
Nope.
Failed. D3 damage. 1. Oh, why?
And the last one...
Yep. Passed his save.
So that was a 2 or 3?
It was only 2. It's not what I wanted, but never mind. Now, these guys are going to shoot here. So 2 6s. So there's the extra 4 hits. Yeah. I am within half an inch because I'm only 9 inches away, so these will be at -1 as well. So that's 6, 7, 8 saves on the Grey Hunters at -1. Yep. Wow. All my... Go away. Please leave. Staff of Light. 2 hits. 3s. 1 wound at -2. Wow. Charges. He's charging him. You've got a crack grenade. I presume. Oh look, I'm in. And now everybody's going to pile into him.
Yeah, there's a lot of heroic dimensions that can happen. He's more than 6 inches away, but these two are characters.
Yep, but I've got more charges to do first. So of course the Lich Guard, they're not even Lich Guard, Flayed Ones. They get to go in 8 inches, and my Scarabs 8 inches as well. So we'll come back once I've done all my moves and pile-ins. So I am using Entropic Strike, which drops me to 2 command points now to basically fight him. Now he's 6s, I can roll an extra hit. Oh! I re-roll the 1 to hit because that's the first roll. Oh well. I wound you on 2s. I ignore your invuln and it's -3, 3 damage apiece. Yeah. Kills him outright. I'll take that. So that is Slay the Warlord for me. That's nasty, that get back up stratagem, isn't it? It's a 50-50 chance, but if you haven't used your re-roll. So down here, I'm going to have 8 attacks next with the Lich Guard against Ragnar.
The Scarabs. The Lich Guard didn't charge.
They didn't, did they?
Well, you're still going to pick them before I can go anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Exactly, because that's the only unit that I've got that hasn't charged, so slightly out of phase, but that's 3 wounds at -1. I might be I can't remember the swords. I'll double check. Right. Well, it's 1 damage apiece, so that's 2 wounds through. 20 Scarab attacks now, hitting on 3s, and because the Novok, I get the re-rolls. So all them hit. I'm now wounding Ragnar on 5s. Come on. 2, 3. That one wasn't a wound. 4, 5. Yep. No, I knocked that one over. So just 5 saves.
Power armor saves?
Yep. Takes 2 more. He's down to 1 wound. Right, so there's 20 dice there, Drew. I'm going to try and count out 10 more. Do you want to, like, I've got shovel hands, but it's still difficult to pick them up while filming. Got it! 3's re-rolling. And this is, of course, the Flayed Ones against the Wolfen. So as much as I'm going to probably lose all of my models, I need to kill all of Drew's models. So I miss with 2 out of 30. Can you help me again, please? So I'm winning you on 4s, re-rolling because of the claws, and I don't even remember if they've got any AP. That's a bad roll. It's a really bad roll. That's better. Right. Drew's gonna, like, well, you have to take one on the lightning claw first, don't you? So do you want to do them till he's dead? Flayed Ones. No AP. Yep. Feel no pain. So that kills that. So there's 4 guys left. We'll let Drew work this out now. So unbelievably, Drew only failed 6 saves and passed 3 of the feel no pains, which meant he lost 1 claw and 1 hammer guy, which then took out 6 of the flayed ones when they died, and then of course the sergeant with the lightning claws basically finished them off. So not the best, despite getting a lot of wounds. Next up though, Ragnar is going to fight back.
Into the Lich Guard, see if he can do anything. So he was charged, so he gets his bonus, so he doesn't have 2s, 0 and 1s. 5 hits.
Yep, strength 5, so 4s to wound.
5 wounds.
-1. Well, I've got a 4-pin one.
2 damage apiece.
So you killed the 2 that actually got back up. And then you've got your Lone Wolf.
So I'll go with a Lone Wolf.
He is a bit of a beast now, isn't he? Because he doesn't get like +2 attacks.
He gets +2 wounds, becomes a character, and I can reroll all field hits and all field wounds.
Wow.
But he only gets 2 attacks. 2 attacks with a Thunder Hammer on 2 is rerolling.
Yeah. 3s to wound rerolling.
2 wounds.
I will CP this. And I die. So I'm on 1 command point left, but that is Slay the Warlord and Kingslayer, Drew.
D3 for Kingslayer. 3.
Nice. So you score 4 points for that. But how many did you...
It's not my turn.
Oh yes, you won't actually score that yet.
So on any turn.
Yes.
This is only previous turn, so it's not that.
Yep. Meanwhile, I get behind enemy lines, which is the one that I gambled.
Yes.
Morale test on these, roll a 6 and 1 runs. Reroll because of Space Marine. Fair enough. So I'm going to discard Domination.
Can they consolidate this way?
Yep. So of course I'm going to like just avoid this now. Da 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 da.
I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to declare that I can get 3.
Because you've got 4.
I'm confident I can get 4 by getting the Wolfen over there, kill 3 guys, and consolidate on number 4.
Yep.
So I'm confident of that. So it's whether I can get 2 more of these. If it's anything about killing or charging, I should be able to get it. And I'm already sitting on 2 objectives pretty, so if one of them comes up, I can get that.
Yep.
So I'm going to declare 3 because I'm 3 points behind, so I could swing it massively.
Yep.
So, priorities received.
Your Warlord must do the next card, which you physically cannot now get.
So get a new one for that?
Well, you would draw the next card anyway. So your Warlord would have had to defend Objective 4, which he can't do. So then your next one. No prisoners, kill something.
I can kill something.
Don't do it, Drew. Don't do it. Defend 2.
Can't get defense.
So basically, yeah. Which you can get it at the end of my turn as long as you stay there. So it will get you 2 points. It just means you're giving me 3 now. So you've got to try and think about, you know, if yes, you're going to probably give me 3, but if you get 2, at least you're only technically giving me 1. As long as you survive that. Right, so almost a turn recap. Basically, the Wolfen have advanced. All the Stormbolt fire from here did nothing to the 3 Immortals, and the Assault Cannon didn't do anything to the Monolith. But Smite and the spell that does -1 to hit did 4 wounds in total between them. Ragnar has retreated like a pussy because he's scared, and 3 bolt gun wounds on this unit of Scarabs. And these guys took 1 of those Immortals out, and that was it. So we've got some very important charges to do, Drew. Who is charging where first?
Thunder Wolves will charge the Scarabs and the Lich Guard.
Yep, so you want to roll them up? Well, that's not going to make it.
I'm going to do Terminators.
Yep.
I'm going to charge both the Monolith and these guys.
Okay, so I will do the Teslas first. So I don't hit. I'll then do the Flux Particle Whip from the Monolith, which misses. And then the first round, from the Flux Bombard. That's 1 wound at -1 so far, but then the other 6. 2 wounds at -1 on your Terminators.
So I'll take them on the claw.
Yep.
So it'll be 3 of save.
Oh, he dies! Hey, I'll take that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the guy at the back, so it makes no difference.
The Thunderwolves actually get a reroll for being within 6 inches of Ragnar for a charge.
Right.
So,
That's a 7. How far are they? Yep, they are 7 and a tiny bit away. I've got no Overwatch with them, so that's not going to help. But then you've got your charge with distance with your Terminators. Well, that's a fail, and you can do nothing else about it. You know what that means? Are you Wolfen going for both, or are they just going for the... The monolith is one model. If you kill the Teslas, then you've got that objective.
yeah, I'm just going to charge these guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not really worth it.
Well, there's 2 hits, which means I get 6. And there is 3, and it's -4, and it's -1.
None of them are wounded, so I'll take them. 1 damage?
1 damage each, yeah.
Thunderhammer.
Thunderhammer. Feel no pain. So he takes a wound.
1 wound.
And then obviously the charge distance for them. Oh, look, they're in. I'll tell you what, Drew. There you go. They're not going to survive, are they?
Yeah, but what I'm going to do
Is consolidate into the monolith.
combat.
Fair enough. How funny would it be if I did that 1 wound back to you?
I would kind of like it, to be honest.
Right.
Thunderhammer potentially can kill that monolith.
So these now get to pile in, so he can go around to there, which gets him in.
Yep.
And then that means that he's within an inch of him, which means he can attack.
Because of the third ball.
Who's going where?
So,
So these guys left my Lich Guard left on 1 wound, and he killed 1 Scarab base and left the next one on 1 wound. And I've just rolled me to wound roll with me Scarabs. And I've just rolled that. That is amazing. There you go, Drew. That many saves on your Thunderwolves.
no AP.
No AP.
That actually sounds good.
1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. How many are they each?
3.
So I dropped 1 to 1 wound. That's not bad. That's not bad. And I believe that is everything. Oh yeah, I've got Monolith. 3 attacks on the Wolfen. I hit. I don't wound. Oh wait, I'm a strength 8 on the Monolith. I wound. I wound. Nothing. You've got 1-on-1 wound as well. Yeah. Oh my god. Yes! Oh no.
He's got potential to do 9 damage here.
Uh-oh.
I kind of was hoping for this a little bit.
Oh man. These are horrible. I don't like them.
It's 3 attacks on 3s. As long as I fail one of these, you're alive. You're alive. Strength 8.
Toughness 8, so 4s.
Nope,
Oh! The problem I've got, right, is... Yeah, actually, if you'd hurt me, yeah, it wouldn't necessarily have been able to be as effective. That was potentially the best round it could have been for me. So you score no prisoners for killing 1 thing, and you secure objective 2 because you've got 2 models there. Secure 4, that was it. So you score 2 points for that, but I score 3 because of your gambit, which puts me to a total of how many points? 5. I am on 17 points to your 13. Okay. So going into my turn, I can do all my reanimations and stuff, which I'm going to do in a minute. I'm just going to gamble the 1 card again. Age of the Machine. Score 1 victory point if at least 1 enemy vehicle model was destroyed during this turn. Well, now you've got no vehicles left, so I can't score it. And defend objective 2, so I can't actually score anything. Actually, I can. It's hard, and it's not what I want to do, but I can do it. So the plan was to use enhanced reanimation protocols down here to give me the reroll 1s, and that was me roll. And I rerolled the 1 back to a 1. So I get 1 Lich Guard back. I did, however, get the Immortal back, and they're going after these to try and get this objective and take it off Drew and stop them from scoring 2. These guys, I didn't roll for the Portal of Exile because it's only if you end a charge move, but of course they consolidated in. But I am going to try and hopefully take out the Wolfen with them. I have to kill both of them to score that objective. There's no two ways about it. I've got to do it. But you know, I've got to go for reclaim and recapture. Just, it's such a shame that, yeah. So we're going to move into the monolith shooting. So I'm going to do the strength 5 shot first. Hitting on 4s because I'm wounded. Wow. Strength 5, so 3s. That's not bad. And they're at -1, Drew. Just don't keep rolling this 3 up that you keep rolling. All right. 5 up, 5 up. Just don't make 3 of these. 1, 2, 3 wounds. 4 wounds! Yes! I'll take that. The other shot is wasted, of course, because I would have absolutely gone for them. But what I have now got, though, is these guys down here are going to shoot into them as well. So, 10 shots from the Tesla. Nice. So, that'll count for that one. That'll count for that one. There's that one. There's that one. 3s on the Grey Hunters. And they're at -1 because I'm within half range, Drew. Yep. I actually don't need... Oh, no! I didn't want to kill them. That means I can't charge to grab that objective. But I do stop you from defending it. See, I needed to get in there because I've got defend objective 2 as well. So, combat. Down here. Got 4 attacks with the Lich Guard. It's not enough to take these guys out. I had hoped to get 2 or 3 of them back. But they all hit. And 2 wound. And Drew doesn't care about the invuln, about the save even. Yep. So then you're going to get to smash them back. See, that was the issue because I would have rather have left them in if I'd known that I wouldn't have done that. But I didn't know that I was definitely going to do that.
So, 5 attacks from 2 Thunderhammers.
Yep. 4s because you didn't charge and you weren't charged. 3s because I'm toughness 5. 1, 4+. I fail it, kills the guy on 1 wound.
6 wolves.
Yeah.
These are on 3s. 3 on the 1 for the Ragnarok.
Yeah. And then 4s.
2.
3+. Oh no, they're -1, aren't they? I'm alive on 1 wound. And that's it. So I score nothing.
Would that be in your turn?
Uh-huh.
Would that be in the Ragnarok and roll in the beat?
No, because you can only do that when you charge. It's at the end of the charge phase and I didn't charge there. Or at least I don't think so. I score nothing. Which is a big, big annoyance.
Does that give me 1?
That gives you 1 point, Drew. I'm going to discard Age of the Machine because there's no way I can physically score it. So now that it's Drew's turn 5, we've got to start thinking about endgame here. So Drew was hoping for a full fresh deck of cards, but I did stop him score and defend 2. But obviously I wanted to get there. So how many do we bet, Drew?
2.
Okie doke. The Stuff of Sagas, Space Wolf 1.
Kill the monolith, basically.
Okay.
If it's a character that does the last wound, get D3 instead of 1.
Okay.
Big game hunter.
Oh, kill the monolith.
Kill the monolith, essentially.
Behind enemy lines, kill the monolith.
Kill the monolith, essentially.
And how many did you bet there? 2?
2.
Well, if you kill the monolith, you've got 3.
And if, yeah, it's going to be hard for a character to do the last wound.
Because the Terminator squad would have to swing in
So
full.
I'll get 2, plus another 2, 4, if I can get them behind enemy lines. So
Okay, so movement phase, all the Terminators have moved up. The Rune Priest has advanced, as has the Wolf, which means Drew is going to get D3 for behind enemy lines. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. And he's probably going to hurt the monolith with Smite. Smite me! So needing a 5.
5 for smite. Actually 8.
Yep.
9.
D3. 3 drops him to 6 wounds left on the monolith.
Lightning. So I'm on a 6. 6.
Yep, D3 more. So, yep, drops him to 5 remaining. When I find the 5, there we go. And you've got like minor fire otherwise. A couple of bolt gun shots at the Scarabs. Yep. Yep. 3s. 5s. So you do 3 wounds. So you kill 1 base and drop the next one to 2 wounds. From 1 to 2. Yep. Yep. Is that 3? Pass me save. Can Arjak chuck his hammer?
He's within 12, so yeah.
Yep.
So, hammer shot on a 3. No. So, 1, 2.
3 Stormbolters and there was an assault cannon, wasn't there? I killed 1 Terminator.
One, yeah, because that's 2 Stormbolters and assault cannon.
Cool.
They both should be rapid.
Yep, so 8 shots with the Stormbolters.
3s.
And then 6s.
3 rolling 1s.
2. Fine. And then the assault cannon. 6 shots, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s. 1, 4 plus. Passes it. And that's pretty much it. Charge distance. Is Arjak going in?
It will be.
But after the Terminators.
Will be. I've charged right now, he needs a 1.
Yeah, he's in anyway. Terminators or you what? 12 and another 6.
So I'll start with the Terminators.
Okay. So 1 wound at -1.
3 up on the storm shield.
Yeah. Makes it, and then the 6 shot. 2 hits, strength 8 2s. Why? Oh. You do. 8 inches. Don't do it.
I just realised he's not actually got the squad. He's the lone wolf.
Ah.
So,
Fails. Is Arjak going next?
for 11.
Yep. You have to risk it. Risk it for a biscuit. You're going to have to do it because you need the points.
I'm just trying to think if I just see if I can tag the thing with the wolf.
can't because you're advanced. Fails. Do I kill him though? Wow, that's good. 3 hits. 2 wounds at -1 on our Jack. Yep. 2 wounds. Come on. No, 1 shot. 2s. It wounds. It's -2. Cool. And that's turn. Oh yeah. So Ragnar will get to go first, and then the other guys. It's incredibly unlikely, but we're going to roll it just because. Yeah, it might happen. So this is Ragnar re-rolling the 1s, and then wounding me on 4s. 2. 4 plus. Yeah, I'm dead. There we go. So Drew, you gambled 2.
Yeah.
So I scored 2 points, putting me at 19 because of Drew's gambit. And you scored D3 for behind enemy lines. 1. Can you gamble nil?
No,
has to be a minimum of 1. But I'm going to go for 1. Defend object. I can't get any, so I'm giving you a 3 point, Drew. Right, let's see what I can kill. So I can actually get reclaim and recapture because 2, 6, 4. As much as I really want to charge these in and kill Ragnar on his 1 wound, what I'm actually going to do, Drew, is this. Because I'm a coward. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is these guys are going to shoot the wolves to try and slow them down. I only get 1/6, so that's for that. They are toughness 5, aren't they? So 4s. So that is 5 saves, no AP, not that you care.
The other one?
Nice, the one that's on 1 wound. I'll take it. Can I have 2 more dice, please? How many wounds does that wolf have? It's an annoyance, but I'm going to go everything for the Terminators here. So 4s with these because of me wounds. In fact, I get a wound back. I'm on 6. That's why I'm hitting on 4s now. Strength 5, 3s. So 6 saves on your Terminators at -1.
Anyway.
2, so 1 Terminator dies. And then I've got 6 shots with the particle whip. 4s. 3 hits. 2s to wound. That's 3 wounds at -2, and it's D3 damage each.
These are on storm shields.
Pass them all.
They're on storm shields.
And that is turn. Fact.
You're not going to charge me on anything, we saying it?
No, don't be stupid. So I start to defend this, and I actually get reclaim and capture because I control objective 4, 6, and 2. So I do score the 1 from my gambit plus 1 point for that. And I'm going to discard defend. In fact, I'm not going to discard any because I've got defend 2 and defend 6. In fact, that's the end of turn 5, isn't it? So that puts me on, how many points do I have? 19, 20, 21 there. To your how many? 15. In fact, you went first. So you get to roll to see if the game continues, Drew. So this is your fault if it ends.
What's it on?
3+. Wow. Wow, what a game, Drew. I was sweating the whole time. Losing the Deceiver was massive. Not realising and forgetting that everything that you had up here when I charged the Wraiths in was heroically intervening. Heroically intervention at 6 inches, plus with the +1 to hit. Especially with Thunderhammers, meaning you're back to 3s, 2s with your characters. It's massive. It's massive. I think this won me the game.
Yeah, I think not making that charge was pretty big.
That's it. Well, yeah.
Well, I did make quite a few charges, but that one there, if they hadn't got in, they probably would have killed that monolith.
Definitely.
We would stop you getting all this.
I mean, even if I had not scored them two, it would have been 19-17 then. So
also would have got an extra couple for me there as well.
Yeah. So basically, that charge is what cost you the game there. Had you managed to get that charge in, yeah.
And maybe not going an extra turn, because if it went one extra turn, that was dead.
Yeah, and you would absolutely get them. But I would have then potentially scored 4 points for them, and there it is. So Necrons versus Space Wolves. Drew, it's been fantastic to have your Space Wolves on the channel. I like them a lot.
Yeah, they're good.
I don't like Murderfang though. He's pretty beefy, but hopefully we'll have Drew back on the channel again very, very soon, taking on a different army. What do you fancy next time?
Well, I'm waiting on some long fangs to give me a bit more shooting defence, so maybe somebody else a bit more shooting, maybe. Or...
Fair enough. I can go shoot your Necrons. Losing the Destroyers as well, the Wolfen.
Yeah,
that was massive.
I think everything that I wanted to do kind of worked. There was a couple of things that, a few charges that went one way, or a couple of my gambles I went a bit too high, maybe.
Yeah.
So I lost about 4 or 5 points in gambling, which could have swung it massively the other way.
Yeah, definitely. But that's the joys of Tactical Gambit.
No, it's one of my favourite missions, to be honest. I like, and we've both scored quite a few points. I mean, was it 21 to 15?
Yeah, and then obviously Line Breaker each.
Yeah.
So
yeah, 22-16.
The game was made in turn 5 with that.
Yeah.
So that's it then, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again in another battle report very soon.